just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from FedEx Field.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Wentz gonna throw.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 45. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab.
And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0.
Washington, nothing.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
You say Khalil Mack and offensive coordinators get very, very nervous, and there's another example of exactly why. 9 sacks in 2020. He's been named to 6 consecutive Pro Bowls and been an All-Pro in 2 of the previous 3 seasons in Chicago.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Wentz.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
An 11-yard pickup leads to 3rd and 6.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Pushing his way through. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for L.A. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
1st and 10. It's Sanders.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Mayfield. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Mayfield now. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Hopkins' kick is good.
And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Flush to his right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to that. Mike over there. Got wide. Hey, Ram.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 20!
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Washington, nothing.
My game. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 81.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett there to make the grab.
And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Kenneth Murray
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Sanders, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Wentz now on first down.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Here's a give to Gibson.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And picked up by the Chargers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And a rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period, and that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that are going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
From the gun, it's Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Eluding the pressure right.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Escaping the pressure right.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel.
At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him. Down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers.